When first I left Rhode Island shore, the yarns that I was told of how folks in Australia could dig up lumps of gold, how gold does lay in all the streets and the miner's right was free. Hurrah, says I, my loving friends, that's just the place for me. With my swag all on my shoulder, Black Billy in my hand, I'll travel the bush of Australia like a true-born Irishman. Then we came to Melbourne town, we all prepared to slip. Old Bar, the captain and the mate, all the crew abandoned ship. And all the girls of Melbourne town threw up their hands with joy, saying one and to the other, here comes my Irish boy. With the swag all on my shoulder, Black Billy in my hand, I'll travel the bush of Australia like a true-born Irishman. With the swag all on my shoulder, Black Billy in my hand, I'll travel the bush of Australia like a true-born Irishman. To Ballarat, where some of us grew mighty thin and some grew sleek and fat. Some tried their luck at Bendigo and some at Fiery Creek. I made my fortune in a day and blew it in a week. With my swag all on my shoulder, Black Billy in my hand, I'll travel the bush of Australia like a true-born Irishman. With the swag all on my shoulder, Black Billy in my hand, I'll travel the bush of Australia like a true-born Irishman. Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree, merry, merry king of the bush is he. Laugh, Kookaburra, laugh, Kookaburra, gay your life must be. Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree, merry, merry king of the bush is he. Laugh, Kookaburra, laugh, Kookaburra, gay your life must be. Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree, merry, merry king of the bush is he. Laugh, Kookaburra, laugh, Kookaburra, gay your life must be. Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree, merry, merry king of the bush is he. Laugh, Kookaburra, laugh, Kookaburra, gay your life must be. Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree, merry, merry king of the bush is he. Laugh, Kookaburra, laugh, Kookaburra, gay your life must be. Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree, merry, merry king of the bush is he. Laugh, Kookaburra, laugh, Kookaburra, gay your life must be. There was a wild colonial boy, Jack Doolan was his name. Of poor but honest parents, he was born in Castlemaine. He was his father's only hope, his mother's pride and joy, and dearly did his parents love the wild colonial boy. So come away, me hearties, we'll roam the mountains to live in slavery, bound down by iron chains. At the age of 16 years he left his native home, and to Australia's sunny shores a bushranger did roam. They put him in the iron gang in the government employ, but never an iron on earth could hold the wild colonial boy. So come away, me hearties, we'll roam the mountains high. Together we will plunder, and together we will die. We'll scour along the valleys, and we'll gallop o'er the plains, and scorn to live in slavery, bound down by iron chains. In 61 this daring youth commenced his wild career, with a heart that knew no danger and no foeman did he fear. He stuck up the Beechworth mail coach and he robbed Judge McAvoy, who trembling cold gave up his gold to the wild colonial boy. He bade the judge good morning and he told him to beware, that he'd never rob a needy man or one who acted square, but a judge who'd rob a mother of her one and only joy. Sure he must be a worse outlaw than the wild colonial boy. So come away, me hearties, we'll roam the mountains high. Together we will plunder, and together we will die. We'll scour along the valleys, and we'll gallop o'er the plains, and scorn to live in slavery, bound down by iron chains. One day as Jack was riding the mountainside alone, a-listening to the little birds, their happy laughing song, 3 mounted troopers came along, Kelly, Davis and Fitzroy, with a warrant for the capture of the wild colonial boy. Surrender now, Jack Doolan, for you see it's 3 to 1. Surrender in the Queen's own name, you are a highwayman. Jack drew a pistol from his belt and waved it like a toy. I'll fight but not surrender, cried the wild colonial boy. He fired at Trooper Kelly and brought him to the ground, and in return from Davis received a mortal wound. All shattered through the jaws he lay, still firing at Fitzroy, and that's the way they captured him, the wild colonial boy. So come away, me hearties, we'll roam the mountains high. Together we will plunder, and together we will die. We'll scour along the valleys, and we'll gallop o'er the plains, and scorn to live in slavery, bound down by iron chains. And dearly did his parents love the wild colonial boy.
It don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. Dua, 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 dua. It don't mean a thing, all you got to do is sing. Dua, 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 dua. It makes no difference if it's sweet or hot. Just get